Hello everybody, how's it going? Good to see you all. This is not where we logged out last time, before anybody asks. This is just where I had to come for a thumbnail earlier, and so I just kind of forgot about it. I think what we were doing last time... Oh, what were we doing last time? I don't remember. Anyway, hello guys, how's it going? Good to see you all. We're playing some Minecraft today. I am so tired. I woke up earlier than what I usually do. I went to bed later than I usually do. And I drank a lot of coffee. And then a lot of tea. And then a lot more coffee. A little bit more tea. And the caffeine is just progressively dropping more and more and more. I am experiencing the heaviest caffeine crash of all time. And it was fun at first, but I don't think it's fun anymore. So what we were doing earlier, I think Monday, we did part of the cliff over here. So I think we did this little subsection, so it looks pretty nice, pretty nifty, Very nice, very nice. We didn't touch this. I want to kind of come back and do some more work to it, but not yet. We did do some work to this house here. I think it's actually pretty well done. It's not perfect, but then again, I don't think it's supposed to be. I kind of like how it is right now. If there's one thing I might do to it, I might add another, pillar on it somewhere, just to kind of give it another center point, to kind of fill out the curves a little bit more. One on each side, but I'm not 1000% certain on that. Oh, that might bring me to my next thing that I was gonna talk about. I don't know yet. I gotta decide if I'm ready to announce it today or if I'll wait till Monday. Anyway, we've got a whole village here that we need to work on. In fact, there's one house that still needs to be built, but we've got a whole village here that needs to be done, so I might actually spend some time detailing a couple more houses. I kind of like the idea of doing the other side of this house. It needs some work. Just maybe something to kind of help match it up to this. Maybe we put like a window on this side though. Maybe we do that one. That one doesn't need anything. It is just done. It's done. It's a house. It looks good. But these other houses, they're just bricks, they're wood bricks, basically. So we just need to add something more to these to kind of give them more shape and more flavor, if you will. We're gonna do the same thing with the wall here, with plenty, and I mean plenty, of terraforming going all the way across here. I'm gonna have to be careful not to scrape up against the house here, so we'll probably pull the wall in just a little bit more. And it should look really, really cool. I mean, I can't do it today, but I would like to, by the end of May, have it connected up to here. I mean, that's not asking for much, so we might be able to do that. And then, of course, we've got plenty to do over here. Pathways, we need to finish the holes in the wall here. I'm sure we've got plenty to do on this side of things as well, with pathways, and we need to build a building here. We need to we need to move our villagers and zombie from there over to here. We might rebuild this in a new location first, but, we've got things I gotta do. So, good news, I have a stone farm now. For those of you who missed it, it's working. Big lava farm connected up to a big furnace array, connected up to a small cobblestone farm, hooked up to a huge storage system. I think this was less than 30 minutes of AFKing. So, we've got a little bit of stone. Also, hello Cam, how's it going, dude? Good to see you. We're just chilling on some Minecraft today. Getting things started here. Gosh, I am so tired. So I got in my bed at, a good hour, really, for me. I crawled into my bed at, like, I don't know, 1, maybe 2 in the morning. That's pretty good for me. I was intending to wake up at 7. Again, really good for me. I haven't been waking up that early in a very long time. So, like, it wouldn't have been so bad. However, I chose my wording very carefully. I crawled into bed at 1, right? I didn't fall asleep till very, very, very late. In fact, it's so late that I couldn't even tell you the hour, and I will just pull it up on my phone. I did not fall asleep, according to my phone, until... oh boy, 6 in the morning. I also didn't charge my phone, so I gotta put that in right now. Give me like 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay. So 6 in the morning. Turned around. Woke up at 7:15. It says, and I didn't really look back. I drank. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 iced coffees from 7 until 9. Then I drank 2 sweet teas between 9 and 11. And then I drank a water, 2 waters, between 11 and 1:30. Started to experience a little bit of a caffeine crash, so I drank another 2 coffees between 1:30 and 2, along with another sweet tea. And then I've also got a root beer. I don't know what I was thinking, but it wasn't. I don't think I was thinking, honestly. So if I look tired, it's probably because I am. I don't think I could ever sleep. I mean, what is it, like, the half-life of caffeine is it 8 hours? Or no, it's 8 hours for the whole system, I think. Hang on, I gotta look this up. It's been ages since I've done caffeine research. Caffeine, half-life of caffeine. So, usually the half-life of caffeine in plasma of healthy individuals is about 5 hours. So, yeah, we're gonna experience a huge drop right in the middle of the stream, and you guys are gonna witness it firsthand. It's gonna be like the fall of Rome. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be entertaining, and I'm glad to have you guys with me for this. Caffeine crash is real. Running on fumes at this point. Yeah. Yeah, another coffee wouldn't hurt, right? Gosh. I really should not take another coffee. I gotta be up early tomorrow as well. Good bro, I've been playing Cobblemon on a server and have been playing it for the last 3 weeks. Oh, dude, I've got a couple of friends who play Cobblemon, and they always talk pretty highly of it. So I've never been one to get into it too much, but I do know a couple of people. I'm trying to sleep here. Okay, it's not nearly as dark as I think it is. When do the first stars show up? That's usually when you want to get in the bed. Okay, I'm starting to see stars, I think, or am I delusional? No, I'm starting to see them. So, for me, that's like the orange is starting to dissipate in the distance. It's still not time. Okay, now? There we go. Shaders are really, really cool, but they are a little bit wacky sometimes. Okay. So, what did I do last time? Been trying to learn Lightmatica? Oh boy. Lightmatica can be pretty fun. I've got it up right now. I don't use it for anything just yet. But I've got like some trees, for example. Let's see if I can go over here and show you what I've done with it so far. I built this tower with Lightmatica. But this tree, for example, it's really saved me some time. Now, I haven't finished it, but if I ever do, it'll look really, really cool. I gotta redo the schematic, though, because it needs the leaf separation, probably. That way I can mainly focus on just building the stump up, because it's hard to see through all the layers, and then also figure out where the leaves go on the bottoms and all that stuff. So I'm hoping that I can redo the trees, because I've only got like 3 or 4 big ones. Yeah, I've got 3 big ones, so they're not like that bad. If I do that one, create a placement. Just remove this one, configure. We're gonna move it. Okay, you know what I need to do? I need to turn off shaders for a second, because this is gonna get laggy. Let's drop it down a little bit. I'm not seeing any of the... Okay, I was gonna say, I'm not seeing any wood. This is a bad sign. But there we go. But as you can tell, it can be very helpful in building these suckers. Not my favorite thing in the world, but if I ever get around to it, I'd like to finish the trees. There's gonna be like a lot dotted around here, and then I gotta do trees over there as well. So I love Lightmatica. Great, it's a great mod. I just don't know what I'm doing with it half the time. I'm sure if I could figure out all the little hotkeys and stuff, it'd probably be a lot easier to use. Yeah, trying to figure it out is a ton to learn. Yeah. Like honestly though, if I would just spend time learning all these hotkeys, it probably would be fine. I mean, like for example, there's one. Is there one to like tell it to move up a layer? Because I do a lot with render layers and it being like a single layer. I don't know if there's a hotkey for it, but if it would have a hotkey to go up one layer, it'd be perfect for me. Because I never actually want to go back in there every single time and go, okay, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to go +1. And then +1. +1. It takes so much time. So if I would sit down and learn the mod, I'm sure I'd love it a lot more. Now I just kind of wing it, but I would like to do the trees. At the very least, I need to do the trees. What 1.20.5 is? A very optimized version of the previous and more 1.21 content. What 1.20.5 actually is: a literal nightmare for developers. I have been reading the notes from the different plugin teams, and I just feel so bad for them. Because it's essentially, like, isn't that the one that brings out, like, the NBT data changes? So it's basically, like, you have to almost... Yes? Okay. It's like, oh, hang on. Sorry, got distracted. Well.
Hello there.
We'll just forget that I was gonna say anything. Hello, Zuzu. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. How's it going? NPTs are gone forever, replaced with the new components tag. Yeah. That's what I remember reading, and I'm trying to think whose Discord that was in. Let's see. Hey Derek, how's it going? There's a website where you can turn images into map art and into schematics. I've been meaning to do some stuff with that. I did it once last year for Bedrock. So I made a huge map art of a Bedrock block so that I could have fake Bedrock in my base. That wasn't even just a year ago, that was 2 years ago. Gosh. Oh boy. Okay, that feels weird to me. Let's see. Also, 1.20.5 is much more aggressive with error handling, meaning it boots you out immediately instead of skipping. Yeah. Yeah, so it's essentially, like, technically speaking, yeah, it's gonna be a smoother experience, but also, like, it's going to kick you out every couple of minutes, especially for things like Geyser, who, you know, they don't always send out all the packets. I imagine it's probably a nightmare for them. Right now we're still running 1.20.1, I think. Or are we on 0.4? I don't remember. It's been a minute. I've been doing so much stuff recently. I don't know what's what right now. Are we on 1.20.4? Close. Yeah, that's what we're on. Has Paper come out with a 0.6? They have. It's experimental, so I'm not gonna update to it yet, but I've been waiting for everything to kind of slowly update itself because I don't want to have to go without plugins this next couple of weeks. I've been very, very patient because I know it's not an easy job. I've taken a whole 2 weeks worth of computer science. I don't want to even touch code anymore, dude. Like, I want to learn it, but I'm not jealous of you guys one bit. It's going to be very meticulous having to reference to the component system with the previous MBT stuff going away, and then also having to figure out a way around the packets. Let's see, how can I join? Well, you found the command there, so if you just put in the port and IP there, if you're on Bedrock, or just the IP if you're on Java, you're able to join. If you're on console, it's a little bit different. It should be working right now. I might need to update Geyser again. I think they put out a new update recently. Same deal with Floodgate. But if that is the issue, I can update those within a matter of minutes. So if you're on Java, though, it'll be nice and easy. You can update to the final 1.20.4 build, but otherwise that's pretty much it. Yeah. Yeah, I have opted to just hold off on updates for a little bit. I've done Geyser and I did Via version. I did both those. Monday, I think, and it seems to be working okay. But I haven't touched anything else. I am nervous when it comes to that update. Like, more so than I was when it was updating from 1.19 to 1.20. Because with that, it was just like, okay, yeah, everything's going to work perfectly. This one, I'm expecting lots of bugs. Everybody's in experimental phases because it's essentially like a rewrite. I mean, you're losing a lot of those components that well, not components. You're losing a lot of the NBT data, and on such short notice too. It's like, it would have been nice had Mojang had, like, said, like, hey, this is coming, and not just turned around and released it the next week, you know? I mean, I know it wasn't quite that much, but it felt very sudden. Let's see. I put in the IP and it's not working. I'm on Java, by the way. So double check that the that if you pasted it in, sometimes it'll paste in a space before the numbers. Just double check that there's no space there. Sometimes that happens to me, and it confuses me for a good like 20 minutes while I'm trying to figure it out, and then I get frustrated. I delete it all, type it out one by one. I'm like, oh wait, there's a space in there, and it makes me so mad. King, have you seen the new Fortnite update? I have not. No, I have not kept up with Fortnite in a very long time. Last I heard, they had what was it, like the Greek mythology skins or whatever. I think that was the last update, though. I had to work on my friend's private SMP where they just put their stuff to final 1.20.4 builds, basically Purpur plus Geyser, but temporarily suspended 1.20.5 support as they asked me to enable it in their next season. And it was the best move anyway, because I currently don't have any motivation to redo everything again. Can't say I blame you there, dude. Cannot say I blame you there. It sucks, just the way that all has gone down, and it's gonna break a lot of plugins, especially stuff like I mean, it's going to break a lot of things because there's plugins that aren't being updated anymore that usually would work otherwise, as long as you whose stuff is this? I don't know. But there's stuff like here. Which one is it? I have a plugin in here. I want to say, okay, for example, one that I know falls into this and we just never deleted, we don't use, but Staff Plus. Staff Plus doesn't work unless you have a certain plugin installed that tells it, hey, you can still run on this version. I don't like Staff Plus. I could delete it. I really should. Welcome to the server, Zuzu. But you know, unless there's gonna be a plugin that tells it how to communicate between NBT to components, a lot of plugins are just gonna die. And there's a lot of people that aren't motivated to update their plugins. For example, one guy being the guy that does XCatch, our X-ray notifier. You know, it's one job is to count people's its one job is to count the amount of material somebody might be mining under a certain Y level. But it's going to break. And this guy does not want to even work on it anymore. He stopped working on it in 2022, I think. So it's like, yeah, it's not going to get any more updates. So it just sucks seeing like all of that stuff probably going to waste. I get why Mojang is doing what they're doing. It's just, I wish it was a little bit more thought out. That's for sure. I would have seen if they could have done a hybrid system and basically said, hey, you know, we're going to be removing the support for NBT data in 1.21, but in 1.20.5, for example, we're going to support both components and NBT. So this gives you until probably June to get all your plugins reworked. But no, they didn't ask me. And maybe that's a technical limitation. I don't know. Maybe they thought it was better just to pull off the Band-Aid. Who knows? Anyway, here's your hydrate, Zuzu. Thank you. Where should I pick to spawn? Honestly, that's kind of all up to you. It's personal preference where you kind of want to be. Um, they're all unique in their own way, but it's pretty much purely cosmetic. So I would say personally my favorite is between Bonsai Grove and Frosthold. Bonsai Grove isn't finished yet, but after school is out, we're gonna hopefully finish it up. I've got a really talented builder who's done like all the work over there, and they've taken time off recently to go work on school stuff. But when they get back to it, it's going to be epic. Let's see. Hey King, swollen finger playing VR and suddenly just pop. Ooh, ooh. Well, hello Zinder. I hope your finger is okay. That sounds a little bit painful. They wanted to originally move it to the into 1.21 instead, but the managers over there said, "Nah, put it in 1.20.5." And Gegi objected it at the beginning, but ended up having to comply and implement the changes early. Jeez, yeah, that's just not a good idea. Again, I get why they wanted to do the changes in the first place. Like, I'm not objecting to the fact that they're doing away with MBT. It's just, it shouldn't have happened so quickly. Give everybody some time. That way, developers can get ahead and start working on it. And also, so your community can kind of learn how this stuff works. Components are brand new, at least if you're not used to already developing stuff in like actual software. NBT, on the other hand, that's like something that's been around Minecraft for a very, very long time. So if you do plugins, it's like, yeah, I'm used to this all the time. Yeah, it's just poorly done. That's the thing. Disappointed. Definitely disappointed. Oops. Okay. I guess, leave it to managers to not understand how things work and push for deadlines and such. That is usually what screws over most games, and it sucks. It's like, if you guys would just, like, think for 1 minute why we're not doing this, it would be okay. You'd understand. Things would make sense. But there is a reason managers manage and don't, develop, I guess. Okay, this isn't bad. It looks at least like something. And that's something, right? My nails basically just how do I even pronounce that sound? I know the sound in my ear. I just can't. I don't know how to make it with my mouth. This is just like the time I forgot how to use the L sound. That was bad. That was really, really bad. That was about 1 year ago now. Snout swan. Oof. Yeah, no, rest your fingers, man. Definitely rest your fingers. You're gonna want those. Let's see. Oh, I need to tell you guys something. I beat Hollow Knight. On stream. We're done with it. 100% achievements are done. So if you haven't already and you want to vote on what game we play next on stream, then be sure to join ! Discord. And check out just check out the Discord in general. We've got a lot of cool things coming up, a lot of special announcements. I was gonna make an announcement today regarding something server related, but I'm going to hold off. And I'm going to hold off on making that announcement because I've got a couple more things I need to do before it's completely ready. But when it is ready, you guys, I don't know if you guys will be excited about it, but maybe some of you will be. We'll see. Let's see. Did you beat it 2 days ago? Yes. Yes. On Tuesday? No. Okay, if it's Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, okay, Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday, 2 days ago. Sorry. Time is a concept. Time is certainly a concept. Okay, I'm going to do a thing. I'm going to close it and then reopen it. This is to, it'll make the replay file a lot smaller in the end. I don't know why, but if I stay in a world for too long, even without replay mod recording, if it recorded something at the beginning, it makes a massive file. I think it's a bugged version of replay mod, but I don't know. So I have to wait for it to basically finish so I can delete the one that starts at the beginning of everything, and then I need to get into it when I'm ready to actually record something. Ads are over. Nice, nice. Soup. Good soup. Hello, Ahsoka Poke. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Love your name, by the way. Okay. It is hot. Gosh. How hot is it outside? Perhaps we open a window. Ooh, it's gonna rain. Okay, we don't open a window. We do not open a window. But if we could open one, it would be kind of sweet. Okay, I think we're kind of right on here. I just gotta make sure it stretches out long enough so that we don't hit the house. Also, Bionics has been building that cave for me. The dude is awesome. I don't... Some of you guys are so incredibly kind, and I gotta say, I appreciate you guys so much. Bionics, I know you're not here right now. I think at this point he might be in Florida. I don't know. But he's on his way down there anyway. But I just gotta say thank you again. Like that's gonna look awesome. Soup. I don't know, man. You know, yes, soup. Fly in the cave now. All right. Yes, bye. Okay. See you later, Ahsoka. Let's see. Okay, yeah, this is the cave. He's gonna add some textured detail to it a little later, but so far it's pretty cool. We're hoping to add some little things to explore within it as well. Oh boy, I'm realizing like the intense cave systems we're about to build as well. I saw the chat just now. Why did you say no? Me? No? When did I say no? Oh, in Minecraft chat? Yeah. Cause Derek didn't mean in a good way. I know Derek too well. He's trying to get me put on a list. I don't want to be put on that list. That's for sure. Let's see. Okay, I want to do... How do I want to do this? I guess we'll go right up to about this point. It'll just... makes more sense now. now you guys understand. So if we go like that. And I'm gonna go up like that. Okay. How's that gonna look? Too much? Too little? That looks fine. That's good. Okay. Oh, this place is gonna be huge. I mean, actually, like, that's not bad. Okay, I'm on a caffeine crash right now. Like, I already have the headache, like, forming. But hear me out, guys. We go from here all the way over to there by the end of the stream. We could do it. We could do it. Okay, let's see. There was a dime and a nickel on a bridge. The nickel jumped off. Why did the dime jump off? Because it had more sense. I'm assuming it's why didn't. Why didn't the dime jump off? I mean, still pretty funny. But, those typos, man, we love, I love autocomplete so much. I don't know if you guys have this issue with like, especially my phone, dude. It is awful when it comes to autocomplete. Changes my entire sentence, basically, just to fit whatever it really wants me to say, and it's like, I don't want to say that. Please don't make me say that word. Or don't change the meaning of my sentence to get me put on the no-fly list. I say that kind of stuff all the time. But I say it at least intentionally. Oh yeah, Spanish is bad with autocorrect. Oh boy. I have never really typed out a full sentence in Spanish on my phone, but I can imagine it is pretty awful, because there's a lot that, like, you know, you change one or two letters and it changes the whole context of it all. Gosh. Bruh, ¿cómo estás? Alright. It is hot. I might have to crack open the window. How bad is it gonna rain? How bad is it gonna rain? It's only gonna thunder and lightning at 10. Okay. We're opening the window. Give me 1 second. Okay. Time's up, bruh. Bruh. Okay. We're good now. I'm gonna be sweaty probably for a little bit, but it's the price you pay for playing Minecraft, right? No sweat. No. I don't know. I can't make that rhyme. My brain is fried right now. I I I I've had a long day. Um, for those of you who missed it, I was talking about how much caffeine I consumed today. It's a lot. Um, I woke up. I guess we need to start from the beginning. I went to sleep. I got in bed at 1 in the morning. I went to sleep at 6 in the morning. I fell asleep at 6. I woke up at 7:15. I went to work at a yard sale to help raise money for something. And then while I was there, I drank 3 iced coffees, 2 sweet teas. I drank a water when I came back for lunch. I ate a sub. I went back. I drank more coffee. I think 2 more coffees and 1 more sweet tea. And I've had some water here, and I've also had some root beer on top of that all. The caffeine is like drifting away. I mean, caffeine half-life is on average about 5 hours according to Google. So you know, I don't have a whole lot going for me there. But good news, you know, I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight, probably. Hopefully I'll sleep like a baby, I don't know. Break that. Okay, so if I do this, that kind of gives us some more shape. And then, oh, okay. I started getting a little bit nervous. I thought I was about to jump off. No SWOT, no boat in Minecraft, gosh. Gotta love the in Minecraft bit there. Okay. Bro, what? 1 a.m. bed, 6 a.m. sleep, 7:15 wake up. Bro, 1 hour, 15 minutes for sleep. I mean, it wasn't intentional, to be honest. It just kind of happened. Like, I went to bed at 1, fully intending to, like, sleep. I just couldn't. I kept tossing and turning, and then I had, like, some pain. And I was like, man, I can't sleep. Took some meds, hoped it was gonna help put me to sleep. It did not. So, yeah. I'm tired. Okay, I missed that, but other than that, that looks fine. Wait, it's already May what? The year goes by so fast. It does. It does. But yeah, it's hard to believe it's May. I mean, it's going to be May 4th tomorrow. For those of you who like Star Wars, happy May the 4th. I'm not gonna be streaming tomorrow, but if I were, we'd play some Star Wars games. But I'm gonna be busy tomorrow. So no Star Wars for us. Gosh, ooh. We're almost halfway through the year. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Nah, bro, use the med kit IRL. Going to skate park tomorrow? Nice, nice. Hope, the weather's nice and breezy. I don't know about you, but I've been enjoying some of the weather recently around here. I mean, it's been warm, but with like the rain that's been coming in, it's kind of helped cool it off a lot as well. So it's been really nice to kind of keep things constantly at a decent temperature at least. Oh man, I'm tired. Okay. We're gonna put that away for a second. We're gonna pause it. Oh, that's not the pause button. Oh well. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you all. I don't think I'm gonna last very long tonight. I am going to be 100% level. I don't foresee this stream lasting very long. Oh wow. I need more coffee, right? That's the secret here. More coffee. I have uncontrollable laughter. Woo. One time I accidentally did the Grubhub dance, like the purple shirt guy. Grubhub dance? What? What's the Grubhub dance? I'm a boomer. I do not speak your language. Okay. Purple shirt guy in the Grubhub ad? I don't know who you're talking about. I can't even tell you the last time I saw a Grubhub ad, to be honest. Look it up. Okay. Grubhub dance. Mute tab. Oh. Oh boy. How have I erased this from my memory? I definitely have seen this before. And yet somehow I've erased it from memory. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see that again. So, Minecraft, right guys? Am I am I right? Like, hear me out. New update, pretty kind of sick. Not the newest update. Well, the new snapshot with like the new paintings. Have you guys seen that yet? I've been making a video. I just haven't had time to really get it done between yard sailing and working on some behind the scenes server stuff. I've been busy. Didn't even know it came out until like I don't even know when it came out, honestly. I think I found out like 4 hours after the fact. So I haven't finished the video yet, but there's like new music discs in it. And the new music discs sound sick. You guys, if you haven't heard them already, should definitely check them out. Especially Creator, I believe is the one it was called, by Lina Rain. As always, Lena Raine just does amazing music. Great job, phenomenal. Lena Raine also did the music for Celeste and also Pigstep and Other Side. So you know what you're getting is quality there. But even Aaron Sheroff did a great job on his music disc. Oh, what was that one called? What did he call his? It was it Carapace or something like that? I don't remember. I'm tired. I'm very tired, but the music discs sound very, very good. And I love them. There's gonna be also some new sounds or new music that comes out with the update. That's going to there's gonna be new music for some of the biomes. So like when you're in, I think it's a Cherry Grove that they've added a lot of music to. There's gonna be some new stuff there. They're gonna add some new music to some of the more underground biomes. Just in general, they've got a lot of cool sounds coming in. New update for Minecraft, the naked update, you have to make your outfits. I don't know if I am on board on that one. I don't know if I can say I'm on board with that. Let's see. I feel so dumb after watching the ad again. You know, I can't say I recommend it necessarily, but you know, it is certainly an ad if I've ever seen one. Okay, let's do that one. Can I pick up the wet sponge? Thank you. Okay, tonight is going to be a struggle. I saw Squid die to your right like 10 seconds ago. I love building that thing over there because of all the squid and salmon that just jump up out of the water and let themselves drown in the air. It's really nice. Just seeing them suffocate. I'm not sadistic. I'm just a psycho. Saying drown in air sounds so weird. I mean, it is weird. Is it correct though? Like I don't even know if it's correct. Like they are suffocating. So I mean that much makes sense. But I don't know if drowning in air makes much sense either. I don't know. I've never been much of a science person, so I don't know. Let's see, options, turn back up our volume here. I also need to turn you guys up on stream so I can see a little bit there. Okay. Kinda does? Yeah, I don't know, it's... I'm not, I keep wanting to use the term Scientologist. That's not the word I'm looking for, but it is certainly a word. Also, hello, Jazz. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. I want to take the sand. We're just gonna keep draining the river. I can do this with like very little thoughts in my head, so it works. 1, 2, 3. This is 4. This is 5. Ugh. Good night, Egg. Good night, Derek. Thanks for popping in. Okay. So I guess dig up all of this sand over here. And we're just gonna basically relocate it. Should be simple enough, right? I gotta wake up tomorrow early as well. Tomorrow I gotta be up at, I wanna say 7:30 for that one as well. I say early, that's not like early. It's early for me because I'm usually up late. But still, that's not when I want to be up, that's for sure. I'm usually one to sleep in a little bit. I like being up no earlier than 9. And usually I'm asleep much longer than 9. Now I'm up like late, like 5 in the morning, kinda late. But that's not an option tonight. Tonight I gotta wake in the morning when I wake up in the morning. Gosh, relatable. Yeah. I can't imagine going to sleep and not waking up on the same day. That's where I'm at basically. I don't think I could. I can't tell you the last time I went to sleep before midnight. Now I'm thinking about it. I can't even tell you one time. I literally. Yeah, no, I usually sleep at like 3 a.m. or so. Yeah, I remember when I was little, that was like I barely could even stay up till midnight. Admittedly, back then I also like actually woke up at a decent hour too. Decent considered to people of a more advanced age than I. But I definitely could never start waking up before midnight or going to bed before midnight. Let's see. See, yeah, I'm usually, I mean, let me look at the last couple of days before I tell you guys when I usually go to sleep. Last night was an outlier, being up till 6 in the morning, but let's see. This one was at 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4. That one's 3, 4. So somewhere between 3 and 4 in the morning is usually when I'm when I'm going to sleep. So you know, I just couldn't imagine ever going to sleep before midnight at this point. I kept wanting to try to get it under control so I'd go to bed at least at 1 in the morning. I can't. I've been trying. Have you ever just, it's Wednesday, sleep, and then it's Friday? Oh gosh, no. Thankfully not. There are days I don't remember. But I haven't ever slept through like a full day, I guess. Um, Closest I've had to that was like I stayed up. I had my 24-hour stream, and that went from, I guess it would have been, did that one go Friday till Saturday? Yeah, and so it went Friday till Saturday. I had to stay up for a tournament that I was in with my friends. I had to, we put my cat down, and then I had to do a couple more rounds in the tournament for Valorant. And then I talked to my friends for about, gosh, probably another 2 hours after that. So it was midnight by then, so it would have been Sunday. And then I went to bed, slept for about 6 hours. And then when I finally got to go to bed after all of Sunday, I slept through a lot of Monday. And I might blame that for my current sleep schedule. I seem to remember waking up like in the middle of like, when lunch would be usually, so like noon. I woke up around then and I was just like, dude, I just slept my day away. But now my day is just longer. It's stretched out a little bit, which is not good. Don't follow my footsteps, guys. Do not become like me. Especially considering all I do with my time is play video games and make YouTube videos or live stream. It's not exactly the most role model kind of life, is it? I have done that. I slept Wednesday but woke up at Friday, which was pretty weird. My sleep that time was at 27 hours, 54 minutes. Jeez. You must have been worn out, dude. I know when some of my friends have been sick before, like really, really sick with like the flu or even COVID. They get sick and they slept for 24 hours. Their body basically just reset. And it's just like, what? How is it possible to learn this power? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they woke up and they were entirely fine. Like, didn't have any more symptoms. I hit my head badly today. Oh no, Jazz. Hope you're okay. Reset. Yeah, basically, like, full on. Slept like 24 hours, wake up, and then, like, they're fully energized. No symptoms whatsoever. They're still gonna test positive, but, they just, they're up and moving around. They're able to, they have no symptoms whatsoever. It's just like full body resets. They're not tired. They have a pretty decent sleep schedule after that because they can work they can kind of work it from the ground up now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've never been that lucky to just sleep 24 hours. Although I would waste that opportunity and end up setting my sleep schedule completely wrong. My circadian rhythm is whack. I basically belong in the Californian time zone at this point. Pacific time. So 3 hours before me, basically. because that's actually reasonable hours for me to be going to bed. If I go to bed at, 4, I want to be going to bed at 1. I wake up at 12. I want to wake up at 9. I want my whole schedule to shift over by 9 or by 3 hours, but I just can't. I'm planning on going to California soon, and I'm so excited because I actually get to live with a sleep schedule that's actually somewhat decent. I won't have any terrible trouble getting used to their daylight cycle. See, have you been getting nauseous in the stomach like every 2 days? No, not personally. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not personally. I have had, and this has been the case for a while now, probably about a month. I have pretty awful vertigo just about every. It's pretty much on all the weekends. And it's because I think it's because of my medicine. I take these pills. They're vitamin D, and it's 50,000 units. I take them once a week. 50,000 units is a pretty sizable amount. And I take them every Thursday. And so, just like having too little vitamin D, having too much can also kind of hurt you. And, your body has to absorb it, but, over the course of Friday, Saturday, and even into Sunday morning, I usually don't feel great. It can leave achy bones. It can make you nauseous. Luckily, I haven't had that issue, but I have had like the dizziness that you get with vertigo. I've had the brain fog, for example, that I keep talking to you guys about. That can also be caused by vitamin D. Now, I've had that for a long time, so I don't think it's that. But, oh. But, gosh, I can't think, sorry. This one's due to tiredness right now. I am so out of it, guys. I'm hitting that caffeine crash hard. It's like a brick wall. If you catch me at the right time on a caffeine crash, it gets pretty wild. Okay. Let's see. Definitely been dizzy, kind of like it though. I don't know why. Oh gosh. I don't envy anybody that gets dizzy often. As somebody who does get dizzy relatively often, I not a huge fan of it. Especially like for example today, after a couple of coffees, I was having a hard time keeping like good balance. So it was kind of like, okay, I'm kind of fumbling around a little bit. The worst part, honestly, is the bone pain though. Like that is some really awful stuff. Because it's just like, you can't do anything about it. I get dizzy every 3 hours. Yeah, I don't get it that often. When I do get dizzy, it's usually from head movement. So for example, like this, if I was just moving my head like that, it a little bit, gosh. I should not have done that. A little bit, the word, you know the word. You know the word I'm trying to say. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, can't tell you guys what I was gonna say. I was gonna tell you guys something, but I can't. I have killed so many of you guys. How do you keep coming back? Why? Why? When I get dizzy, it's like flippity flop. Yeah, it falls off my bed. Yeah, for me, it's like you guys actually have seen probably some of the worst of it, honestly. And it was about a year ago. We did our build battle tournament, and I felt like I was falling backwards. My desk was falling away from me, and it felt like all of that was happening at the same time. And so this is gonna scare you guys if you're not ready for it. So just be ready for loud sound. What I literally did was I just went like full on, just death gripped my desk, and I'm like, whoa. And everybody's like, King, are you okay? I'm like, what? Did you guys see that? They're like, no. Like, what do you mean? The whole world is like falling apart for a second. Like, sure, Grandpa, let's get you back to your bed. That was like the worst I've had it. And I do get it like that from time to time still, but it's a lot more manageable when I'm expecting it to happen and I know the kind of the signs of when it's about to. So I kind of I'm able to kind of be aware that's going to happen, but basically what I have to do for most of it if I start getting dizzy is I just have to sleep it off because it's not worth trying to tough it out for the most part unless I'm streaming like right now or I'm driving. Now when I'm driving I don't usually get dizzy. It's not happened too often. It's happened maybe twice while I was driving. I've been dizzy. But my parents don't really ask me to drive if they know I'm dizzy and lightheaded. Oh gosh, I remember that happened to me when I was like that. It was whoa, and then I fall off the building. Oh gosh, yeah, no, I'm not a huge fan of dizziness. But these can be taken. Take these over here. I'm not a huge fan of dizziness, that's for sure. Being tired doesn't seem to affect it too much, thankfully, but getting stressed does. If I'm stressed at all, which can happen with the result of being tired, then you know, it's definitely worse. There's a notable like what's the word? A notable drop off between me when no dizziness and me when stressed because it adds a lot of dizziness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and when I'm dizzy, it just adds to the stress because it's like, okay, I can't fall over and I don't want to look like I'm drunk. How do I navigate this? Okay, my phone is dead, so bye. All right, see you later, Zinder. See you later, dude. We'll catch you hopefully a little later. But if not, I hope you have a good rest of your night. It was a 17-foot building, and I got strong legs, so I was fine. Ooh, 17 feet still, though. That's pretty tall. Even 6 feet is pushing it. So 17 is it's a little bit crazy. I remember when I was a kid. Now, mind you, I was probably like not even 5 foot tall, so maybe 4 foot. My grandmother had this porch, and it was raised off the ground by about 6 feet. And my brother and I were taking turns jumping off of it. And I remember I had jumped off of it one time, and it knocked one of my teeth out just from the force of hitting the ground. Like, I landed on my feet, but my jaw clicked up into the top row of teeth, and it basically was just like, okay, now I'm bleeding. And that was like probably my first real taste of blood. And you know, that's where I learned I liked the taste of iron. Like a barn from the high side, jeez. You know, I have fallen from many heights. I will say, the highest height I've ever jumped from would have been, I want to say it was 30 feet. I don't know. I change the height basically every time I tell the story. But they had this stuntman jump platform thing. So it's like this huge inflatable that you jump down on top of from a scaffold. And they had that at an event I was at. And I was like, you know what? You only live once. So I went to do it. And I landed on my feet. They were like, whatever you do, do not land on your feet. And I was like, okay. And I jumped, but I didn't have much control over my body in the air. You're supposed to land on your back. They were like, don't land on your feet, don't land on your neck. I landed at feet first. And I could not feel my legs after it. I thought I was ruined. I had to crawl. And I crawled out of it. There was this girl that tried to help me. And I just remember I crawled across the convention center, trying to find a nice place to sit for a little bit. But we were just like, she was looking at me and she's like, you landed on your feet, didn't you? I'm like, yeah. You know me. Gosh, don't land on your feet on any of those guys. That one was a bad idea. Now, if it were just 30 feet down into nothing to catch you, yeah, land on your feet, but don't buckle your or don't lock your legs. But if you got something to catch you, just land on your back. I messed up and I didn't know how to control my body in the air. And, you know, when you're in the air falling for the first time from that height, it's like, it feels like an eternity while still being so quick. You're really only in the air for maybe, I don't know, not even a full second, I don't think. Maybe 2, but I don't even think it's 1. Now, this was like 3 years ago, so my memory's a little bit fuzzy. But, oh gosh, it's been longer than 3 years now I'm thinking about it. Anyway, posture check, thank you. But, you know, it's an experience. Just be careful when you guys do something like that. You'll learn a lot about yourself. Like, just how slow you'll make things that you don't really want to do happen. There were a lot of people that chickened out before me. I would have had not so many people chickened out before me, because I waited in line for like 30 minutes, if I remember correctly, to jump from this platform. And there were so many people that chickened out, I couldn't do it. I could not chicken out at that point. I was like, dude, no, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. And so he's like, do you want to get down? I'm like, no, I'm not getting down. The only way down is to jump. He's like, that's the spirit. Jump. I was like, can you push me? And he's like, no, I can't push you. You have to land on your back. I'm like, okay. So they ended up. He told me it was best to just like run and jump, and I could do the run bit. I could not do the jump bit. I tried to, but I thought I had more platform ahead of me. And so it was kind of like those like Looney Tune cartoons where like Wile E. Coyote is running and he's just floating midair because he doesn't realize the road is out from underneath him. That's what it felt like. I just ran and realized there's nothing underneath me anymore. I forgot to jump. So I lost. I think that's probably why I lost a little bit of control there. There was no momentum to propel my body at all, and I just fell. Pretty much plummet, exactly. I mean, there was momentum from the last push off from my foot, but it wasn't like a fast run. It was like a jog, if anything, and that was just so I knew. No matter what, even if I tried to chicken out last second, my body would carry that momentum with me anyway, and I would fall over the edge. So I knew I couldn't chicken out with that. I'm glad I did it. I don't know if I would do it again, especially now that I'm older. My body doesn't handle things as well as it used to. I used to be able to do really rough roller coasters that would take you upside down and super fast and all that. I can't do those all day anymore. I can do them still, like maybe once or twice, but I need a break after that. And just knowing I can that's giving me problems. I couldn't imagine me being able to jump as easily. Although nowadays I think I could probably motivate myself just fine doing it. For reasons I really can't say on stream, because for some reason I feel like that might be too far to joke about. But I really want to joke about it, but we're gonna choose not to. I'm going to be the better person here. Okay, let's sleep. There we go. What time is it? It's only 8. Okay. Well. That's fine. I don't know how I'm gonna make it much longer, I'm gonna be honest. I have like a really nasty headache forming. I can already feel it like through the front end of my forehead here, going off towards like the diagonal right, so up like top of the noggin. Okay. So let's think. I can just keep draining for a little bit here. I'd like to at least do a 2-hour stream. Anything after that's bonus. Also, I know a lot of you guys had finals this week. And I know even more of you have, I think, exams and finals next week to wrap it all up. So I just want to say quick good luck to all of you. No, they're not easy, but you guys got this. It's gonna be fine. And, hang on. There we go. I was gonna say, why didn't that one go? And I also wanted to just say, like, you know, we're gonna be doing a lot of things this summer, so if you feel like you've missed out a lot because of school, just you wait. There's gonna be plenty of things going on soon that will be so much fun to participate in. And I can't wait to do some of them. Some of them maybe not so much, but I'm gonna hopefully get a lot done this year. This summer, I would like to shape up and actually do stuff with it instead of letting it pass me by. Okay. I'm glad how quickly this is going by. Like, this project feels like it should take a lot longer, but it really doesn't take that long, which is nice. Okay. Okay, what am I gonna do after this? I need something to break up the monotony of it all. Like, this is quick, but I need stuff that's also different, you know? I don't know, we'll figure it out. Okay. And I just need one more sponge placement here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I need to get some water. I'll catch you guys here in a minute. Yeah. See you guys here in a minute. And we're back. Hello, everybody. Took a little bit of a walk around. I got some more water. And I want to do something else for a little bit longer. So I'm going to place the sand I do have. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to look around and see if I can find anything better for us to do instead of just place sand and do this monotonous task, you know? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just making sure those were even. Okay. I gotta find out from my brother if we're supposed to watch something tonight. We watched the Bad Batch season finale, or series finale, sorry. I guess it was both. Last night. It wasn't bad. It wasn't everything I had hoped for, but it was at least something that I could live with. Not gonna spoil it, but definitely watch it if you are at least somewhat remotely interested in the Bad Batch. It was worth the watch for sure. Several unanswered questions that I feel like they could have answered, or at least I felt they could have done some interesting, cool story stuff with, and they just didn't. But that's beyond the point. I want to see where we're at with this. Feels like not too long ago we were stuck with the river trying to clear it out for the first couple of layers, and now it's, we're about halfway there, honestly. I mean, that section's gonna take a while because it's a little bit deeper, but still, really not bad. Then we just have to half pipe it all and we're set. I don't know how far into this side we're going to have to do stuff with, but it shouldn't be too bad. Okay, what can we do for about, like, I don't know, 20-ish minutes? These can be broken. This can be taken care of. This can be moved. Okay. So I'll take the dirt up here. And I need to just put away the dirt. And then we're gonna kind of move my shulkers around a little bit. So I got several empty ones, and then I just have some random stuff in these that need to be brought back and reunited with other items. Okay. What else can we do after that? I don't know. I might run my farm tonight. My lava and cobblestone generator, and see how much stone we can get during that AFK session. I would like to do an hour and just see what happens with that, so I might do that tonight. We'll see. So we need to put away some shulkers here. That top row is all empty shulkers, which is really cool. And then these have some items in them, but not a ton. Gosh, okay. And let me think. What else do I want to do today? I'd like to do a little bit more cliff building, but I don't think I could get myself to do anything productive with it, honestly. Also, it's hot. I felt my computer puff out some hot air, and I was like, whoa. Felt like it was breathing on me. Speaking of, my core temp isn't active. Let me catch that. It's at 74 Celsius. That's not bad. I mean, that's hot, but it's not hot. It's staying relatively there. It's not dropping, it's not jumping. There it goes. Now it's at 82. Okay. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'm gonna come up here. I'll do a little bit of the cliff. And then I do need to finish a video or two tonight if I can. So I might end stream early in favor of doing some of that. But I do want to hit at least 2 hours long tonight, because I like to at least try to be here for a little bit. I feel like 2 hours is at least a good enough amount of time where it's like, yeah, you know, I was here. Doesn't matter for how long you're there, but I feel like at least then I put some effort towards it, at least for myself. So I'll do a little bit more on the cliff here. We could probably go up to the netherrack, honestly. Right up here. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How's that look? That works. Okay, start recording. We're going to connect these up, and it should look good. All right. I'm happy to have at least done something today, even if it's not like an insane amount of work. It at least gets some stuff moving. And these projects in specific, they've been stagnant for a little bit, so I feel like it's at least good that I'm getting some of these projects that I'm not doing much on. I'm getting them at least a second chance to at least have some hope. Whether it's a lot of hope or not, I mean, that remains to be seen. Okay. I want to make sure it's not too terribly repetitive, but also at the same time, it's gotta have some sort of characteristic about the mountain. So that looks too repetitive. See? It's got constant lines there. So one thing I can do here is that. Okay, one thing I also want to do is put one there and there. And that sort of helps. Actually, I'm also going to put one here and here. Here and here and here. There we go. That's much better. Okay. I'm going to come up here to the top. We're going to finish up this midsection. See what we can do with just a little bit more stone. Do this very, very slight overhang there. Start getting things moving a little bit there. Okay. Do this. Okay. I'm liking how this is turning out already. So go 1, and then we could go like 2. Okay. How's it looking from down below? Okay. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Okay. One little thing I'm gonna try to do here is just make sure that when these do connect up, they look smooth. Don't want it to stick out too much. Thing about these rocks and stuff is it's like you don't want people to notice just how well put together they are. You're looking to build something that's so unimpressive that people will find it impressive later on. Okay. Do this. And then... yeah, this is fine. It's cool. Okay. Actually might have not made that pillar tall enough. Alright, let's see if we can kind of salvage that a little bit then. Okay. I'm not sure I'm liking how it's gonna look. I've kind of got the idea in my head what it's looking like right now. And I'm not a huge fan of that. Guess they are on the right height. Huh. Okay. I'm guessing you didn't have time to get to my video. I did actually watch it a little bit before stream. I didn't have a whole lot of time to analyze it. I've been busy today, but I did watch part of it, or all of it, really. And if you want, I can also send you the thumbnail we ended up doing last night. I ended up spending the rest of that stream just working on that thumbnail. So if you'd like to use it, you're free to, but if you just want to remake it, or if you want to stick to the original, that's also fine. Okay, yeah, that looks good. That's not bad. I thought it was gonna be way worse. Okay. Oh, sure, I'll take it. Okay, let me send that to you. One thing I'll say about the video, I mean, I think you were aware of it. At some point, your whole, your audio just kind of quit, I guess. There it is. So that's what we ended up doing with it. But at some point, yeah, at the end. So I think I figured out kind of where you stopped editing. and had decided to take a break. So, for the most part, all of it was pretty good. Let me actually pull it open again and see if I can give you a timestamp on where I would keep working on stuff and maybe give you some helpful feedback. Okay. Let's see. That's just because I hadn't finished that portion. Yeah, I figured as much. It definitely wasn't bad. Let's see. I think I would see about speeding up your time-lapse footage, maybe just a hair, if you can, on some of it at least. Or adding a reference photo to what you're building. That way it's like more obvious at what you're doing exactly. Just during the time-lapse portion at least. So what else? Can't remember. Was there talking at the end of that? Yeah, so there wasn't any talking at the end of that, but yeah, I think outside of that though, pretty good, pretty good. At least from what I seem to remember, it like I said, I haven't said this yet, but I'm tired. But like I said, I watched it very briefly before the stream, and I didn't really sit with it too much. But I also knew like I kind of owe you a little bit to at least watch the video somewhat. You did ask for a little bit of feedback there. I want to give you more, but I really don't remember much. Other than like I do kind of remember the beginning, and the beginning was good. The first 30 seconds was pretty much golden, if I remember correctly. But I think what you got so far is pretty good. Pacing seems pretty all right. Let's see. Could you sleep? I sure can. Oh, hello. Perfect timing. Come down here. Okay. There we go. It's hot. I can't cool down the room anymore. I don't know what to do. Okay, let me think. Is there anything else I want to do today? I had a long day. I've said this a few times. I don't want to sound repetitive. I don't want to beat the dead horse. I slept for 1 hour 15 minutes this morning. Went to bed at I fell asleep at 6. Woke up at 7:15. I got in bed like at 1 a.m. I just couldn't fall asleep. Then I had lots and lots of coffee this morning and tea, and I was caffeinated, and now I'm not caffeinated because the half-life of caffeine is 5 hours on average. So every 5 hours, you get increasingly more and more drowsy. It sucks. I feel like I'm dragging right now. You know what? I'm not usually one to do this, but I'm wondering. Let's see, are any of the homies live? Sort of, kinda. Okay. I don't know. I might just let you guys go and explore. Find your own streamers tonight. I'm wore out, to be entirely honest. I'm so tired, and I'm so sweaty, and I feel like I'm not here. I'm here, just not here. That makes like any sense whatsoever. On the bright side, we did actually do a decent amount of the mountain. I think we started right there, we got over there, so like that's a small chunk, and we did some of the river draining as well, which is also good. So like that's nice. Keep an eye out on Monday, guys. On Monday, there's probably going to be an announcement regarding King SMP stuff, especially in the Discord. So if that's something you guys are looking forward to, is King SMP announcements, then make sure you join the Discord if you can and haven't already. Sign up for SMP pings, and you know, it'll be a good time. I'm going to go ahead and call it there, though. I would usually raid, but because it's so early, none of my friends are live, really. And, I think I'll just let you guys go say hello to whoever you guys want to say hello to. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna end. We're gonna end our usual way, just without the raid. And I want to say thank you guys for watching. Thanks for everybody who popped in, and I'll catch you again, hopefully, on Monday, when I'm a little bit more awake. Jazz, I'm gonna go to bed, but welcome back. Server is open 24/7, so feel free to play as much as you want, or as little as you want. But server's open, all day, all night, every day. Most of the time. Sometimes there's a bug that I gotta work out, and I have to close it and then reopen it a little later, but it should be open all day, all night. I think that's everything for now. Thank you guys. I'll catch you later. Good night. Good night.